Hey, this is Greg and Andrew. We're back on AM day one of Tom Ferry Blueprint. So part of what I want to talk about is what we've learned in the first part of the day, right? First thing from my perspective, right, is that how to grow your business, how to make more transactions,
Absolutely.
do more things. Part of it is building a team or outsourcing the things that you need to outsource in your business so you can spend more time with clients and spend more time with the positive things and growing your business. It is cool to hear from successful people that have really grown their business in all these different markets. What the big surprise for me was how many people came from all over the country.
Yeah, there's a good 50-60% of that room that got on a plane from a coast to come here, not just the Midwest, but there's a lot of people from California, from Oregon, all across the
Jersey,
eastern seaboard.
New York.
Yeah, Jersey, New York, absolutely.
Hoboken, Toronto. So that was a real cool thing. Part of for me is just to make sure that I continue to outsource the things that don't help me to drive business. And then we've also learned, and I'm just going to preempt and then I'll let you talk to it, right, is within the first hour he started talking about video, the importance of video in real estate. So I'll let you kind of fill in a little bit of what you heard this morning about the importance of that.
Yeah, in the morning, really in the first 2 hours, there were two different pops for video. The first one was to help actualize people to, when I asked them, did they know that they needed video? And some said yes, some said no. What the most interesting part about the video conversation was those who said yes knew what they should be doing, but didn't have the time to do it. And that was when Tom recommended that they actually outsource it, which was great to hear. The other thing too that came the second time it was spoken about in hour two was more tactical, more strategic, to where not only would he want the agent or the broker to absolutely be doing video and to be doing it daily, multiple times a week at a minimum, it's that the assistants on the team need to have those skills, if not an even more better crafted skill at doing it, so that maybe all the agent would do is shoot the video and then the assistant would actually do the editing and worry about going on this social platform or what works for this. And seeing the systems that work and hearing about the success, that was very interesting.
Yeah, and one of the things that I found interesting is our assistants in real estate are going to have to step their game up, right? They're going to have
in
to
a lot of ways.
They're going to have to become familiar with all the social platforms. They're going to have to become familiar with video. They're going to have to become familiar on how to basically market properties and do that kind of stuff. And so therefore, in looking for an assistant or looking for someone to help grow my business, right, that's part of what I've got to do, is I've got to look to other people to fill in the teams. If I spend all my time doing that, I'm not going to spend enough time selling homes.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting too to see how many people who are looking for those kinds of jobs are advertising like that professionally on social, and or one line of entry for a realtor or a broker to actually look for these people is to geolocate, to search in their area and see who's active on social, so how many followers and what kind of content. If it's positive content or it's more of a positive lifestyle, I would assume, and you check me on this if I'm wrong, in terms of the office management part of it, the paperwork and things, you can teach them that. Right. You would want the assistant to come in knowing all of these social things and how to take that to scale.
So real estate transaction management's been around for a long time.
Sure.
Right? And I can find people to do that all day long, right? What I want to see, and what no one's marketed me from a transaction coordination perspective and helping my business from an assistant perspective, is I want to know what their experience is in doing social and doing these things, right? Editing video, doing this kind of stuff. And so from now on, part of what I'm looking for is someone in the social world, right, that understands this, right? And honestly, the millennials get it better than anybody. So it may be that what we have to do is go to some younger folks to bring them in, and I'll worry about teaching them the real estate business, but what I need is how to grow my business socially. So that's kind of what I took from the first part. Second part of today, we're continuing to go through what teams look like, how to build teams, salary expectation of teams, and all those kind of things. So this continues to be the blueprint for how to build, that 100 transaction a year business. So take your business from where it is and then continue to grow it in the different steps and the different people you have to add to your team. So the cool thing is today we got all the job descriptions of everybody that needed to be on the team.
That was helpful.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. And again, to reiterate, videos in there, socials in there, all that type of stuff is in those roles. So they got to bring a better game. And so, as anybody that listens to this, what I would tell you is if you're a transaction, you're interested in that assistance position, if you want to come to a successful realtor to get that role, you're gonna have to bring a little bit bigger, better game than what you have in the past.
Absolutely.
So, and I will go on record to say, the people who do it well, the Zillows, the Amazons, the Googles, all that kind of stuff, they're not going anywhere. What we need to do is use the same technology that they use to get to their audience, and that's what you and I are going to help people do.
Absolutely.
Right, you and I are going to help them get to that next level and start using the technology the same that Google and everybody uses to help them grow their business, and that's where we come into play, is to help them get to change the mindset, start getting on video, start getting social, start getting that kind of stuff, and really helping companies do that. So we'll give you a recap at the end of today. Again, that was the first part of today.
Yep, that's it.
So y'all have a good one.
Peace.